December is such a special time of year, and I'm excited to bring that excitement into my December planner setup video. Hello there, I'm Hillary of Creative Faith & Co. and welcome to this video. I love encouraging women to get creative in all areas of their lives, but especially in planning. So you can grab your December planner and do your plan with me as I'm planning. I transferred my planner out of the orange Moterm cover that I was using for autumn back into my black one. I was pondering they have a really pretty green one that would be fun for Christmas, but I decided it probably wasn't the time to spend extra money. But I will have linked down below my black Moterm planner cover as well as the green one if you wanted to check it out. And I really love using these covers for protecting my planner. And I wanted to do kind of a fun setup in the intro, well, like, I don't know, I guess kind of the pocket part of this Moterm planner cover, which I've never done before. And so I'm looking through my different journaling cards to see what I want to use. I have this cute picture of my husband and I that I put on a special paper. I used this last year in a different traveler's notebook setup. And so I wanted to add that to the beginning, and then I wanted to layer some different journaling cards. And it was so much fun to just kind of play and go through my journaling cards and see what would look nice with my setup. And then it is today, if you're watching this the day this video is posted, it is the last day of the Creative Faith Black Friday, Shop Small Saturday, Cyber Monday, Shop Anniversary Sale. The whole Etsy shop is up to 50% off, including this little star clip that you see here. I have a set of wool paper clips that are on sale, and I will have those linked down below. They make a really great setup accessory kit for your different journals for the month. And so I am using the star here in the intro, and then I also have a little peppermint one that comes with the bundle that I wanted to use, and you'll see that later in this video. So I pulled out my Advent, this is the Gifts of Advent verse cards, and I will have this printable link below. It's 50% off right now for the sale. And I wanted to use one of these verses in the intro of this little, I keep calling it the intro, but it's just these little pockets at the beginning of my planner. And so I had this cute other journaling card that said like peace, hope, and love, but then you couldn't see it once I added the verse to it. And so I found these other ones that didn't have words on it, so it wouldn't be competing with the Bible verse. And so first I pulled out Luke 1:14, but then I actually ended up changing it to a different verse. But fun to kind of go through these verse cards about the story of the birth of Jesus and kind of switch it up a little bit and have this as kind of something I look at every time I open my planner, which is really fun. So I love just kind of, again, getting to play and set up this pocket section. This was a really neat exercise to kick off Christmas season. And then this is a Christmas notepad that is no longer available in my Etsy shop, but I wanted to tuck that into the pocket as well. So now I am jumping in to set up the title page. So every month I kind of have the same setup. I do a title page, I have my monthly layout, I have bill tracker, I have a prayer page for the month ahead, and then I have the weekly layouts. And this format has worked really well for me, but my Creative Faith planners have a lot of dot grid pages, and so you can really customize them and make them your own. So if you don't want to do a title page, you don't have to. If you don't want to use a bill tracker, you don't have to. You could use those intro pages after the monthly layout for tons of different things. There's actually at the beginning of Creative Faith Planners, there is a list of a ton of different ideas of what you could do for filling out those pages, like habit trackers, what else? A one line a day, an expense tracker. You could print photos from your month. So lots of different ways to use those. But this is how I kind of my formula for my planner setup. So I'm using the new Creative Faith printable called Fulfilled. It has some Christmas mugs, and the printable's all about prophecies surrounding the birth of Jesus, which I'm really excited to study along with you this year. And again, all of these printables and everything in the Etsy shop is on sale, and today's the last day of the sale. And so I have the smaller version of the mugs that I printed, which I find fits really nicely in the planner spread. And so I'm just scattering the months all around, or the mugs all around. And then on the left side of the page, you'll see I have this stamp set, and I'm going to use that to stamp out December. And these stamps are really cool because they link together, and so you can spell out different words and things. But I love this size in particular for using in for the month. So I will use this on each of the little pages. And I'm just scattering the months or the mugs. Can you tell I've had a long a long season, but I'm just scattering the mugs all around and yeah, trimming them down, the little parts that poke off the pages. And I just really love how this all came together. And I'm really excited to use these mugs throughout the different spreads for my intro pages here in my planner. So I like to have all of the intro pages kind of match with a similar printable or similar washi tape or a similar color scheme, similar sticker set. And so that just kind of creates some cohesion at the beginning of the month. So I'm really excited also to set up my new planner for 2026. So stay tuned for lots of fun planner content coming. And I love this season where I can see planner flip throughs and also lots of fun planner setup videos. And the stamp set only comes with two E's, so I used an F in place of the final E in December. Which worked out totally fine. And then I wanted to add like just a little bit of something else to the page. And so I pulled out all of my Christmas stamps. So this is always something fun to do at the beginning of a season is to pull out my seasonal craft supplies. And so I was just going through all the different stamp sets I have and trying to think about which one I wanted like a little icon of some kind. And so there were a lot of fun snowflakes. I could have done little trees, but for some reason I really wanted to do a star. So I remembered I had this little stamp set and it has these cute little stars in it. And so I also went with a really bold red color that matched the red in the mugs that I used. And so then I just stamped the star all over the page, and you'll see that becomes kind of a theme throughout this setup as well. And I love using these little Versamagic chalk inks. Chalk inks don't bleed through pages, and so I really, really love using these in my planner, in my journal. They're also small, so it makes it really easy to take on the go and travel with them. So I highly recommend these Versamagic chalk inks. You can get them on Amazon. And yeah, so I have my little stars that I sprinkle throughout all the pages. So another element in the new fulfilled printable that I made is this little garland with a bow. And it comes with a red bow, a green bow, and a gold bow. And I love this element of the printable. It is going to make decorating pages so easy. I can't wait to use this. Well, if you saw, I set up my Christmas devotion book and I used this on those pages and it just turned out so cute. Like it just looks like a little garland that you sprinkled on your page. And so I really, really love how this came together and I can't wait to use these little bow garlands on all the pages. So I added that to the top and then I was really fighting to try to figure out where I wanted December to go. I decided to do it vertically on the side of the page and then I just am using again the pen to fill in the E so that the F looks like an E. And then I wanted to add one mug on the page and then I went back through and did the same star technique that I did in the other pages. And this one I just sprinkled along the bottom, so it almost looks like washi tape as kind of some sort of border for the page. And I made a few little goof ups with dropping the stamp set, but that's okay. It is not perfect. And that is important to just let go of perfection and play. And then I also thought it would be fun to add some stars for Christmas Day to kind of highlight that on the calendar. So, anyways, that's my monthly layout. And then off camera later on, I'll go in and add all of the different events and activities that we have going on in December. It's such a full month. And then I have the bill tracker page. This is a printable in the Creative Faith Etsy shop that I print at, I think I print it at like 60%. So it will fit in the A5 size planner that I like to use. And the printable comes with tons of other different pages as well, not just the bill tracker. And so I have that on the left, and then I have my prayer page, and I wanted to kind of use this overflowing with something. I wanted to have overflowing with prayer, but I already used that, and I didn't want to reprint it. But I wanted to use the little garland that I mentioned again. So this is the garland with the green bow, but I ended up just not using the overflowing with gratitude one. And then I did have this little Greca, that's the little coffee maker, pouring out coffee into the mug, and I said full of prayer. I just used my little handwriting to put full of prayer on that page, and then that will be where I write my prayer for the month of December. So I highly encourage you to take time to pray over the month ahead. Because that is super, super important to do to cover your month in prayer. And then lastly, we have the weekly setup, the first week of December. How nice is it that December starts on a Monday? That's pretty cool. And I wanted to again use the pretty garland to decorate the page, and I just love how it turned out. And then I used the same stamp set, so I just again kind of had a very consistent um, formula for my pages. So if you're ever feeling overwhelmed about what to do and how to decorate your planner pages, I'd encourage you to like pick one sticker book or one printable or one washi tape and create kind of a formula for setting it all up. So don't forget to check out the Creative Faith Etsy shop again today, Monday, December 1st is the last day of the sale. So you can check out all of the amazing discounts. It is a super awesome time to stock up on printables. I also have that paper clip, the wool paper clip collection. It's a little, I'm calling it kind of like a traveler's notebook accessory kit. And it just looks so cute in your planners and journals. And then I have the Fulfilled collection and the new Christmas collection that you can check out and pick up on sale. And yeah, it's just a really fun time of year. So be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the bell notification so you don't miss out on any Creative Faith videos. And I want to wish you a very Merry Creative Faith Christmas. Bye, friend.